Hi, welcome to today's IEP for Alan, and I am so excited and thankful that you're here today. I know y'all had some few questions about what the testing and administration and thing that we did because he's new in our system, and so I was going to go over a few things with you. The WJIV tests and achievements, which is the Woodcock Johnson testing. This test is administered individually, and it measures academic achievement in the areas of reading, math, written language, and academic skills and knowledge, strengths and weaknesses. The scores that you're going to find describes a child's performance relative to the average performance of the comparison group. The scale that they score by is the same as the your IQ test that others that take. What that means is this score is standard, which means 100 with a standard deviation of 15. What's the WJIV test of cognitive abilities? Is kind of the same thing. This test is of 3 tests, which measures 3 abilities: comprehension knowledge, fluid reasoning, and processing speed, which best represents an individual's verbal ability, thinking ability. I wanted to make sure that I gave you the exact definitions because sometimes we can say some things and we think of it and we understand it in our head, but you as parents, we've got so much information and things that are going to be going on that you need to know what it is. What is the CTONI2? And basically what that is a comprehensive test of nonverbal intelligence, which is a norm reference test using nonverbal formats, which measures general intelligence of children and adults who might be adversely affected by subtle or overt impairments involving language or motor abilities. And this is where Alan comes and falls into place. What are some of the types of questions that are asked on these tests? Just really depends on the things that are going on and what we need to do. Tests are related to a numerical reasoning, logical reasoning, verbal intelligence, and they're multiple choice. Example would be an architect would likely have good intelligence. A gymnast or dancer would likely have body kinetics. So those are the types of questions that could be. Another testing that we do is what is the ABIS-3? It's a rating scale useful for assessing skills of daily living on individuals with development delays, autism spectrum disorders, intellectual disabilities, learning disabilities, sensory and physical impairments. And this is one of the things that we like to do is to make sure that the students on this level are having their daily skills, and that's part of their goals for them in their IEPs. How do we know a ABIS-3 is accurate? It is accurate standby test that is trusted by majority of those that are testing. The scores are percentiles that show how a person ranked is in comparison group of adults across the U.S. For example, if Alan's percentile rating were 45, it would mean his overall score is higher than approximately 45 out of 100 adults the same age. And as we know, Alan is 21 years old. He'll be 22 in April. And so he will be aging out of our program. And we're going to be filling him into another program. An IEP, according to IDIC, requires that we must include a statement of the child's present level of academic achievement and functional performances. The team also will consist of the parent, general ed teachers, special ed teachers, representative from school district, and so an educational person too provided who can interpret and explain assessment results as a psychologist or different other people. Your SLPs will be in here, sometimes the nurses in here, social workers are in here. It just depends on the different performances in our district. We're sad that this is his first time in our district and that he's aging out, but we wanted to make sure that we are following through everything that he needs to be doing. The team must collaborate to do what is best for the student overall and get them to their full potential and prepare them for transiting out to the world. So I'm so thankful that this is October and we still have until April to get him out, to him aging out. First, to be able to, as you have done, y'all gave us permission to be and consent to be able to test him and to prepare him and to see where he is on his levels and where we need to be. And so we're going to go ahead and make some goals. Basically, after testing, we see his strength and assessment results are consistent. Weakness, according to the results obtained from the SB5, Allen's current intellectual function appears to be within significantly below average range with an abbreviated IQ score of 50. Results obtained from the C-TONY-2 indicated that Allen's nonverbal intellectual functioning to be within the significantly below range with a 42 nonverbal IQ score. The adapted strength were indicated in his motor skills at home and his strength in daily living skills at school. His weakness results indicated overall significant adapted functioning concerns across home and school settings, with scores within the significantly below average range. Teacher and parent notified noted significant weakness in his socialization skills ability. Overall, adapted functioning is consistent with his conjunctive ability. Allen is not currently on medications, is that correct? Okay. In the spring of 2022, Allen took the GA 2.0 at his school. This alternative assessment measures the academic process of students. It provides information on how well students disseminates the knowledge and skills outlined in Georgia's extended content standards. Allen receiving the following scores: ELA Level 2, Math Level 2, Science Level 2, and Social Studies Level 3. The summaries of all levels are on file, and we can get them out if we need to be. Another testing that he did was with the OT and the PT. Present level of performance is Allen is served by OT on a quarterly basis. Allen has been successful with his classwork, workbox, task participation, and more independent level. So those are going to be the things that are going to be helping and finding us where we need to be with OT. So he still needs help with his tasks. He follows his class routine and participates in small group class tasks with support from teachers. Allen is working on his interactions with other peers and staff that he feels comfortable around. During certain activities, Allen wants to not participate, and we are working on involving him and getting him to do this task. He has deficits in the areas of development, gross motor skills, social emotional skills, and communication. Allen has a hard time communicating his needs and his wants, and he's difficult staying on task and must have one-on-one assistance to complete most classroom tasks. Allen has done a great job so far since October with us, staying in his desk and working at his desk. He will divert into the life skills room sometimes just to sit when the sun is coming in through the window, which that's so sweet. According to his functioning, his current level of function impacts his ability to meet grade level expectations. His disability requires an alternative school setting, which is our adapted program, self-contained classroom, alternate assessments, and one-on-one support, observation, and assistance. Do you have any questions at this time? All right, I hope I have answered all your questions concerning the assessments and everything else. And, you know, we just want to make sure that you're understanding that these tests are fully involved and that these scores are here to help us, again, to make sure that we are achieving the best for Allen and what it's going to be doing. The test for him, since he is nonverbal, as we stated here, you know, is within the below average, and so we're finding out with the test questions and things that it is below average. Medical, vision, hearing, speech, etc. Do you have any questions concerning that? As you know that he has vision problems, is no. Hearing, you stated that he went to Emory for hearing and that they're doing some more hearing things on his right ear to make sure that he is not losing more hearing, correct? All right, his SLP and which is his speech language pathologist, and we call it the SLP. And as you know, we'll be working daily with him on communications. My thing is, we're going to teach him sign language. We're going to teach him different ways that he communicate with us. With his iPad, we have different programs that will be on his iPad to keep us communication. My thing is, with nonverbal students, it's so important to communicate, because if we can't communicate, that's where the behavior happens. So, all right. Well, I want to thank you so much for your time and being here. And again, if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me or anybody on our team, and we're willing to work together. Thank you so much.